Hey Scorpio Seekers, welcome back to the Existential Shift. This is a reading for March. Scorpio. Two of Swords and Three of Swords. Definitely not coincidental that they come right after the other. Something that you chose to ignore and not deal with, and hope that it will just somehow work out, is not working out. It has not gone away. It has turned into what it was going to turn into based in not handling it or not dealing with it. It's a tale as old as modern New Age spirituality. Toxic positivity. Smiling it until it's gone. It's not going to go unless you actively do it. I'm not saying that for you to do this now. At this point, you already experienced the result of it, but for future reference, because you are so wise and powerful and mythical and mystical. And so you need to know this, and because some of you wouldn't know it, some of you had insisted on the manifestation board without the work, without the shadow work, without the emotional work, because it's too much. The pain that you're carrying is very heavy. You insisted on it working, and it hasn't, as you can see now, as you can feel now. You needed to learn it. Sorry. Confirmation, maybe. Thank you for anyone who wishes me Gesundheit. What? Bless you. So I'm sorry that you're experiencing this now. Nothing we can do about it now. For those of you who are so happen to be fortunate enough to not be in that pain of dealing with something that you refuse to deal with, then there's opportunity to change that. 6 of Wands. To get up on that horse and lead the struggle into victory. And for those of you who are feeling really, really low right now, things are going to turn around. Because in other respects and other fields in your life, you have been dealing and you have been operating quite bravery, and a lot of bravery actually. And the result of that effort will come through as a victory. And that will be very, appeasing and truly positive. And simultaneously will grant you the opportunity to see, to compare. Here, I didn't ignore the issues. I delve into it. I dealt with it head on, and great results now, right? Victorious. In those aspects, in the other thing, or in the other things, I didn't, and now here we are. So you can really, really fathom it properly. And from here on, you're changed. We have 7 of Cups and Knight of Pentacles. So something that you've been wishing, dreaming, hoping for, fantasizing on, suddenly an opportunity will come along to actually make it happen. It will be an opportunity to do something slow and steady. It will require investing time, effort in it, and being very, very diligent. However, if you choose to do so, you will be able to fulfill some sort of fantasy or desire. There's an opportunity to come out of the cloud of wishful thinking into wishful doing, hence wishful result. Okay. 9 of Swords. But the 2 and 3 of Swords, whatever this emotional pain is constantly dragging you down, kind of making it really hard to put in the focus and the effort that the Knight of Pentacles is requiring. I'm not saying it with judgment, just as a reflection. It seems like something that is really weighing on you, and I'm sorry. If you're grieving, if you're in pain, if you're at a loss, I don't think there's anything I can say to help other than I understand and I acknowledge your pain, and it's okay to feel it. Certain things you'll realize maybe aren't worth the investment or the effort. Justice and Page of Cups. There's some sort of either legalities or technicalities that have to do with a young individual. Could be a child, could be a younger member of the family, could be a student, could be someone who's younger than you in some way, shape, or form, or is more in the beginner stages of something. And something with legalities or paperwork or technicalities needs to be resolved in reference to them. And March will bring this resolution, Pisces season. I think I see it by March 20th. This will be cleared and figured out. There's also some karma revolving around this situation. And karma, it's not necessarily negative or positive. It's just cause and effect. It's a result of past doings. So it will be different for different Scorpios out there. I see someone has left a level of confusion. The Devil in the reverse came out right underneath the 7 of Cups. There's some sort of really toxic dynamic between you and someone that is coming out to the surface to acknowledge, to fathom, to realize. I feel like it's like a, for lack of a better term, a coming to Jesus kind of realization, an understanding, if I understand the term correctly, a deep understanding of the truth of your own inner truth, of the truth of the situation, your part in it, right? The toxicity, I'm sorry, that surrounded this situation. The true darkness is coming to light. The actual, I don't like to use the word evil because I feel like it's so dramatic, especially for, mundane people dealing with mundane life, but like what the true evil in a situation is. And for some of you, and I'm sorry for those of you that's the case, some of you are going to have to face it within yourself, an aspect of yourself that you wouldn't acknowledge, or a sense of responsibility to circumstances that you wouldn't see, that now you're kind of forced to see. It's like there's a bubble blows up kind of thing. Someone here has really has been or is deflecting blame, deflecting responsibility, refusing to see their part of the situation. And I think it's a result of pain and confusion. There's lack of willingness to admit to one's responsibilities, because if they were to admit it, then it would hurt too much. Scorpio, this could be you. You guys know your narrative best. These are general readings, so you apply it the way it needs to be applied. But for those of you that this applies to within yourself, before you are tempted to project it to a different source outside of you, really stop and take several breaths and take the time to think and ponder carefully, because this is a very important, energetically important time for you to realize certain truths. And if it's truly not you and someone else, okay, great. Acknowledge it, and so why are you there, right? An opportunity to liberate yourself. But if it is a part of you, an aspect of you that is responsible for whatever this is, then this is the chance for you to look within and reach some sort of admission, so you could create transformation and change. Otherwise, if you stay for those cases, if you stay stuck in there, it's going to get really worse. So this is an opportunity this month, although uncomfortable perhaps, still an important opportunity. Justice is going to speak, like the truth is going to be echoing very, very brightly and strongly. It's important to be in a place that can be receptive to it, or else the resistance is going to really, really hurt. Eight of Pentacles. You're going into an opportunity to do such wonderful, important work for yourself and focus on things that can really bring in a lot of abundance and results. Try to look into the detail of your life, like your actual daily tasks, schedule, habits, and really work on those seemingly little things that add up and create our character, which in turn create our actions, which in turn create our life. Okay, so those little details, from what you eat to when you wake up in the morning, how you communicate, how much energy you put into different things, from positive connections to arguments, and really be very discerning and specific. Because doing so could lead to very, very positive results and can help you out of this emotional pain. Okay. Ace of Swords, there we go. And as soon as you tap into that inner truth, the universe, the divine, God, however you want to phrase it, will start supporting you with exterior events and opportunities and communications and people. There will be an opportunity to leave the past behind, to leave this pain behind, to leave the aspects within you that took part of this behind, and really transform. There's an EUREKA. It's like you've allowed your mind to kind of go astray a bit from truth, because you told yourself a story of some sort, and you really needed to constantly confirm that story, because that narrative was false. So it was constantly been met with resistance from your reality, people around you, the universe, and you kept holding on and insisting on the narrative instead of listening. And there's a realization that some of you had a false narrative of some sort that was really holding you back and making you behave in a way that doesn't align with how you perceived yourself, right? And that realization can be both painful but also very cutting of the aspects that created that. And it's very liberating. It's a real opportunity. Oh, wow. Wow. Beautiful. 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups can lead to a 9 of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles can lead to a 10 of Pentacles. Such wish fulfillment, such joy, such connection, such sense of community and flow and abundance, and feeling belonged and feeling seen and doing what you love, and creating an empire based on it. And there's real family loving dynamic that can be resulted from this. You just gotta go through this, everything I just described. Not away from it, but through this. The only way out is in. The only way out is in. The way to the heavens is digging through the earth and living through this plane. This plane is a plane to heaven. And you can have that. Okay. Short and poignant. I'm going to also I'm going to continue this reading focusing on your, I'm so sorry, focusing on your love life. Okay. It's available below in the description box. You'll have links for Vimeo and on Patreon. It's the same reading, but you can find it on either Vimeo or Patreon. Check them both out, see what works for you. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you to my channel members. Thank you for every single seeker, Scorpio and non-Scorpio, that is here. I appreciate you being a part of the existential shift. You are brave and beautiful and magical, and I'm so proud to have you here with me on this path. Thank you. I'll see you soon.